Welcome back. I'm assuming that you've already had a go at creating a basic chase game, and you're either continuing or you've had a rest and hopefully you saved it. If you saved it on your computer, then you can load it from your computer here. File, load from computer. If you saved it online into your own account that you created, or the school account, make sure you've logged in. Then click on this File button. That should bring up a list of projects that you saved. Mine is Space Chase Remix Copy. So I'm going to click See Inside. And we're back again. I just need to get rid of this because we haven't done that bit yet. Here we go. So at the moment I've got this space person flying around and this star, and if they hit the star they get a point. I can use the arrow keys to try and get in the way of the star so that I get a point each time I catch it. And because the star's moving randomly, I can actually get some points without moving. My next stage is I'm going to put a rogue star in. And for that one, if it gets caught, then the space person loses some points. So let's start by just duplicating this one. If I right click on the yellow star and I click duplicate, I've got two of them, a star 1 and a star 2. And if I click on here, you can see it's got the same instruction. They've both got the same coding. That's fine, but when I click go, they're both moving the same time. If I want to be really tricky, I could change the wait time on here. I'm going to make it 0.6. And then they'll be slowly out of sync with each other. But the trouble is we don't know which one's the rogue star, so I need to change the colour of the bad one. So if I click on here, go to costumes, I'm going to make this one a red star instead of a yellow star. Here's the fill colour. So I want mine to be red. So I'm going to click on the red here. And then I'm going to click on the bucket to fill it. There we go. So now I've got a red star and a yellow star. Back to the code, moving randomly. The next stage will be to program the space person so it reacts to the red star. Have a go at this bit first though, and then come back to me and we'll tell you about the next bit. Good luck. Now I need to change the way the scoring works. So let's go back to Kiran. And we've got this already programmed so that when it touches the yellow star, a point appears up here. So I'm going to copy this, right click and duplicate. We don't need this bit here because once we click the red flag, it automatically changes the score to 0 and puts the costume back to Kiran A. So I'm going to split this up, take these two out and get rid of them. And then put that back in there. Now, I want the star 2, which is the red one. And instead of the score being 1, I want it to go down 1, so I'm going to put -1. If I'm feeling really mean, I could put -2, so you lose more points if you hit the red star. Let's try that. You can experiment. Now I'm going to need a different sound. At the moment it says trombone 2 because I accidentally copied trombone twice. So let's go to the sounds. If I didn't have, I haven't got a trombone 1, so let's copy this one. Click on there, right click, duplicate. So I've now got a trombone 3. Trombone 2 sounds like this. Trombone 3 sounds like this. Exactly the same. Let's change its pitch and make it slower, which will make it deeper. Sounds more sinister. Let's give it a sort of robotic sound. Yeah, right, got it. Back to the costume. So here now, where it says sound, I'm going to change it to trombone 3, so it sounds more sinister. I could change the costume here. What other costumes have we got? Let's have a look at costumes. Let's go for costume E. Back to code. Costume E. So he or she will hold a pencil instead of a star this time. Let's have a look at the game. Press the flag. Move around. I'm going to purposely hit the bad one. No, I'm not. I'm going to try and hit anyone. Yeah, right. Star. Good. Oh, lost the point. Right. Ooh, you have a go. See if you can introduce some rogue stars or rogue anything. Make them nice and small though, so that they're harder to find and hit. Welcome back. Good to see you again. So hopefully you've now got at least 2 stars. You've got a bad star and good star, or whatever you're using instead of stars. And you've got the score. What we're missing is an end to the game. Otherwise it goes on forever. So let's put in something that's going to draw the game to an end. I'm going to have a robot that comes up and says end of game after a minute, and then the game is set. It's how high a score you can get in a minute. First job then, let's find a robot. Go to the sprites, robot. Aha, there's one. I'm going to have this one because it's flying in outer space. I'm going to have him in the middle, or her. Right. And as with everything, I'm going to start with the flag. So when the flag is clicked to start the game, I don't want to see the robot. So looks, I'm going to hide the robot somewhere down here. Yep, there we are, hide. Then I want the robot to time how long the game's going. So let's have a wait. And I want the game to last for 1 minute, 60 seconds. Then we've got to get the robot to appear again. So back to looks. Show. And then I want the robot to say something. So say. And he's going to say, your time is up, exclamation mark, game over. Now, just to try it out, I'm just going to change that to 5 seconds, so it's a very short game. And then I'm going to click stop and start and see what happens. Here we go. Hunt, hunt, hunt. Start. Oh, get the star, get the star, get the star. Oh, yeah, up. Ooh, and the game's over. Try that out, and I'll see you back in a minute. One last thing to do then. When the time's up, the game is still going on. So we need to have something that actually stops all the action and stops the score going up. Though I've put this back to 60 seconds because that's how long I want the actual game to work. We need to do something that's going to stop the whole thing. My way of doing it is to go back to the main character and put in another when the flag goes, and then in here somewhere there's a stop all. Now I don't want to stop the robot, so I'm going to say stop all other scripts for this sprite. So it should stop putting the score on. My stars will still keep flying around, but there won't be any scores coming up. Oh, I need to have a time in there, don't I? Otherwise it's going to stop before we start. Where's the wait gone? Wait. Now it's a 60-second game, so I'm going to put the 60 in there and then stop other scripts for this sprite. So it'll stop all these things here that are doing the score. When we've done that, we should have a game that starts, we get a score, after 60 seconds, my robot comes up and says game over, and it stops scoring. Hopefully you've got some other exciting scenes and you managed to add some other things yourself. Have a go at this bit, and then you can spruce up your game, make sure it all works properly. Good luck.